Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Back with a new job lead, and this time it is medical coding specialist with Amazon Care. Now, depending on how long you've been following my pages already, you might have already heard me speak about Amazon Care sometime last year, last summer, and I said for everyone to keep a lookout for when Amazon starts requesting for RHITs, RHIAs, and medical coding professionals, specifically because I saw that they posted a job for a medical coding manager sometime last year. And so to me, I'm like, okay, Amazon is getting their house in order because of course, you're not going to hire a bunch of medical coders before you have your leadership team in place. So sometime last year, Amazon was already hiring managers for Amazon Care. And I said in due time, they're going to start looking for medical billers and medical coders. So about last month, they started posting jobs for medical coding specialists. This one was just posted maybe about a couple of weeks ago. So I'm going to post this here. I'm going to put the link down below to apply for this position. If you are interested, I hope you have your resume targeted and ready to go and that you already know how to do that. All right. So make sure that you target your resume before applying for this position. There is something that I want to point out inside of this job posting, right? So the job title is medical coding specialist, but this line right here sticks out to me. It says analyze rejections, denials, and outstanding claims to determine appropriate remediation action to resolve root causes and reduce/eliminate bill holes resulting from coding gaps. Now, to me, this is my personal opinion, this is something that will be outside of the scope of work for a medical coding professional. Although medical coding professionals can do this, however, this is like a different animal, this specific line item right here. And my question, if anyone applies for this position, if you're going through the interview process, one of the questions I would ask in the interview is there a productivity standard? What is the productivity standard and exactly what does this look like for them? Because this is something that's not like a one-size-fits-all situation. If you're analyzing rejections and denial trends, it can take you 5 minutes, it can take you 30 minutes. And as a medical coder, usually there's a productivity standard that you have to meet. So this line here kind of, concerns me. It's like, is this a medical coding, like revenue integrity position, revenue integrity specialist, or is this like a medical coder and they want you to do the denials, rejections? These are two different animals. And if you are still interested in applying for this position, even knowing that this is the type of work that you would have to perform, this is my personal opinion and recommendation. I would definitely try to negotiate for top dollar because you're kind of doing two different positions here if you are in this position. So just be aware of what you may be walking into. And in the interview, just make sure that you ask questions about, whatever you want to ask questions about, but most definitely this line item right here, analyzing rejections and denials, because this is a completely different animal here. So they are asking for an associate's degree in medical coding, health information management, or active coding certification credential. They're looking for a CCA, CCS, and CPC, and 2+ years of coding experience in a physician practice environment. I'm kind of almost curious to know who helped them to write out their job description for this medical coding specialist position. I'm kind of curious on what the background is, because even right here where it says associate's degree in medical coding, I'm like, who wrote this? There's some things in here that's questionable, but I wouldn't completely write them off. I think this will be a great opportunity. Just make sure that you are making an informed decision when you are applying for this position and you're going through the interview process. And if you are given the job offer, that you are making an informed decision and know what you're walking into. I would really like to speak to the recruiter for this position and, ask this very question right here, and the manager, what it is that they're looking for from the potential candidate that they hire for the position, because I do know that medical coders have productivity standards. And what type of productivity standard are they looking for if they want you to code medical records and also analyze rejections and denials? So maybe they might not have a productivity standard. So this is all of the information here. You guys know I do not read through the entire job description because you can do that on your own. when I post the link down below for you to apply. And reminder, I do not have any connections with Amazon Care. I do not know who the manager is. I do not know who the hiring manager is. You cannot send me your resume to apply for this position. You will have to apply for this position directly with the company. I have to say this every single time because every single time I post a video, I get messages asking to apply for the position when you cannot apply for me. But by the time you've sent me that question, probably 100 people have already applied for the position when you send me that message and then you wait for me to reply to say that I cannot submit an application for you. So I just want to put that out there. And in addition to that, I would just be on the lookout for what Amazon is doing. This year, they are expanding into 20 new cities, including New York, San Francisco, Chicago, and Miami. They've already branched out into Seattle, Baltimore, Boston, Dallas, Austin, and Los Angeles, Washington, and also Arlington, Virginia. I think they opened up one of their corporate facilities there as well. But Amazon is planning to, okay, I don't want to say Amazon is planning to take over the healthcare industry, but they're definitely ruffling some feathers and they are going to be everywhere. Kind of like, you see, a CVS and Walgreens everywhere. They're going to be everywhere. You're going to start seeing Amazon Care popping up. And, guys, for me, when I look at these large companies getting into the healthcare industry, it really doesn't bother me. Some people are concerned about companies like Amazon and Walmart branching off into healthcare. When I see these opportunities happening, I look at the job opportunities that are being birthed. And if you pay attention to what they're doing inside of the industry and where they are opening up new facilities, it's kind of giving you a heads up of where you should start looking for job opportunities. Right. So I talked about this a year ago, and it was one of my past clients who sent me a message. She's like, I remember when you spoke about Amazon Care and that they were going to be looking for medical coders soon. And look, they're hiring medical coders. So it kind of just gives you a heads up. Some people believe that, it may drive down the dollar amount as far as the salary that they're paying people. Some people believe that Amazon does not pay well. But it is 100% in your control to negotiate your salary. You do not have to accept the first salary offer that you receive. It is your responsibility to do your own due diligence and make sure that you research what the average salary is for the position, what it is in the state level, on a national level, and then also take into account your education, your years of experience, and how well versed you are with the particular role, like what the job duties are. Making sure that you're going through the job description and looking at everything it is that they want you to do in this position, and not just looking at the job title. For example, what I just showed you guys, it says medical coding specialist, but in here, they're having you do some portions of a denial specialist or revenue integrity specialist. There's some other things going on in here. So you just want to make sure that you are being compensated for what you are doing. It is a two-way street when you get into these, when you agree to work with another company. It's a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. It is not only the company that has the final say so, not that they just say, this is it, this is the final offer and you have to accept it. You have a grounds to stand on to negotiate your salary, rightfully so. You do not have to accept the first thing that they give you. If you're reading this job description and you say that this is more than just a medical coding position, there are also some other things that I have to do in here in the revenue cycle side as far as denials management as well. So I want to be compensated for that as well. And you have the right to say yes or no and turn down a job offer. And they have the right to look for other people as well to fill the position. So I'm going to post the link down below. Good luck to anyone that applies.